Alright, I want to do a weekly watch list video for y'all. First thing we're going to look at is CVX Chevron. It's breaking out of a nice range right here. So if we can clear 164 and hold above that, you can make a nice move higher. And just on the weekly time frame, you can see you have a bit of a rounded bottom look here. So you could anticipate price moving higher back towards these levels, which would put you at the top of, near the top of the range as the weekly range that we see here. So CVX is something that is a pretty high priority watch for us. Next up, you have IWM, which is testing this trend line area. And as I like to say, I don't really care about the trend line. I care about the level that is telling us is critical. So you can see you had a breakout right here about a month or two ago, back in June. And if you can hold that retest, then you can make a nice move higher back towards 193, 194. And this one, the higher time frame look, is if you have this breakout on the monthly chart, suggests that we could take out these high points here in the low 200s. So that is something to keep on watch as well. Amazon is consolidating some low volume pullback into an old resistance area, and you can see here that this point that we have marked here was old support that broke, and then it turned into new resistance, and then it held as resistance here back in July, about a month ago. So you broke through that with the earnings gap up, and now you're simply retesting it. So if Amazon can hold this area, then you have reason to believe you can make at least a move higher, probably a couple dollars, I would say. But this is some nice tight consolidation for those who like chart patterns. You got yourself a nice bull flag right here. So this is something to keep on watch for you guys. I'll say second to last, Tesla. I'm not sure if this bounces here or not, but what you have here, there's a gap here. You filled most of it. If the piece of that gap stays open, then you're going to anticipate get a move back higher towards 250. You obviously need to clear it like, say, 244. If not, if you hold below, say, 242, you're going to anticipate the gap getting filled. But honestly, you don't want to do anything until you clear these lows. It's probably going to be a quick scalp. This would be a safer trade because you have a bit more time. But, take a break below the lows, then you got yourself a scalp set up to watch. Google, low volume consolidation, low volume pullback after this big earnings gap. And this is in a similar situation as Amazon, retesting some old resistance. So if the gap holds, then you got reason to believe you can pop back higher. If you break into this gap, you're probably gonna retest at least that, but you need to clear those lows. But I'd use the gap as my entry and exit, because you don't want to be shorting it too much below those lows, because this could really make you tap out trying to short this, especially since we haven't seen any signs of an actual reversal just yet. So keep this on watch. This is going to make an explosive move higher for sure at some point. It could be a few weeks, it could be a couple days, it could be this week. But this one is another one where we're saying if we can hold above this pivot area here, if you can hold above that, then you've got reason to believe you can start to target this resistance area up here. So keep that on watch. That is everything for the individual tickers with SPY. Basically at the, you want to see bulls hold, say 443, this retest area, hold that, and you got reason to believe you can go back to retest at least 450. I think if you lose 443, then you're probably gonna come test this support area at 439, in that 439 range. So be prepared for that. And yeah, I would say work your thesis around 444, 443. Yeah, that's everything. So that's a weekly update for you guys, and I'll catch you guys soon.